Hey everyone, ready for another deep dive?
Always.
So you sent over some really cool stuff on rewiring your brain for positivity.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
I think we all need a little more of that these days, right?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Like it's,
Yeah.
I mean, it's everywhere, like
Everywhere.
the news, social media,
Yeah.
even like just our own thoughts sometimes, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Like,
it's like we're wired for it.
yeah. Did you know that like 80%
Oh, wow.
of our thoughts every day are negative?
Really? 80%?
That's what they say.
Wow.
It's crazy.
Oh, God, that is wild.
It's like our brains are just
Yeah.
trained for doom and gloom.
Yeah, we're kind of set up for failure.
But here's the good news.
Okay.
We can actually change that wiring.
We can.
We can rewire it. But I think like the first step is understanding like why we're so negative in the first place, right?
Right. Yeah, where does this come from?
Yeah. Why are we wired this way?
Yeah.
So what do you think?
Well, I think a lot of it comes from something called the negativity bias.
Yeah.
And it's this like evolutionary leftover
Oh, interesting.
from, way back when.
Okay.
Caveman days, we were like constantly on edge,
Right.
looking for danger.
Saber-toothed tigers and stuff?
Exactly. And it was actually super helpful for survival back then.
Right. The more aware you were,
Exactly.
the more likely you were to like survive.
The better your chances of staying alive, for sure.
Yeah. But now we're like
Yeah.
stressing over like deadlines.
Right. Like our brains haven't quite caught up.
Yeah, totally.
They're still running on that old software.
It's like we have Stone Age software,
Exactly.
but we're in like a
Yes.
modern world.
Exactly.
It's like no wonder we're so stressed.
Yeah.
So, okay, so we're not dodging saber-toothed tigers anymore.
Right.
But this negativity bias, like how does this affect us now?
Well, like back in the day, if you miss an opportunity for food,
Mm-hmm.
could be starvation. It's
Right.
like a big deal.
Right.
Now, it might just mean like missing a promotion or
Right.
something less, like life or death.
Right.
But our brains, they kind of react the same way
Oh,
to both
yeah.
situations.
So we're like having this huge reaction to something.
That's not really.
That's not a life or death situation.
That makes total sense.
Yeah. And that leads to, all that stress, the anxiety, all that stuff.
Yeah.
Just suffering, unnecessary suffering.
Yeah.
And, it sets us up for all sorts of, like, I was just thinking that, like, those negative thinking. Yeah, exactly. All those traps. Yeah. And our sources talked about, like, catastrophizing, right? Yes, catastrophizing. All or nothing thinking.
Yes.
Overgeneralization.
Overgeneralization. Yeah.
Can we break down,
Yeah,
like overgeneralization a little?
Okay. Yeah. Let's do that one.
Like, can you give me an example of how that might, like, show up in real life?
Okay. So let's say you're applying for jobs
Okay.
and you get rejected from one.
Happens all the time.
Happens all the time. Right.
Yeah.
But someone who's prone to overgeneralization might like spiral.
Oh, yeah.
Right. And think like, I'll never find a job.
I'm just not good at this.
I'm just not good enough.
Right.
And then that thinking, it just snowballs.
Yeah.
Right? They get discouraged. They stop trying.
Yeah.
And then, it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy.
Wow, that's a really good example.
Yeah. I think it's really common.
It makes you realize, like,
Yeah.
how much power our thoughts have.
Oh, totally.
Like, it really can shape
Yeah.
our reality.
Yeah.
But the cool thing is, we're not stuck, right?
No, we're not.
Like, our brains can actually change.
Yeah, it's called neuroplasticity.
Ooh, I love that word.
It's amazing.
Big word.
I know, right? But it's basically just saying our brains, they can adapt.
Okay.
They're constantly changing.
So we can rewire them.
Exactly. Based on, our experiences, our behaviors. It's pretty exciting, actually.
That is really exciting. So how do we start?
Yeah, how do we do it?
Like, what are the tools we can use to rewire?
Yeah, good question.
Yeah.
Well, one of the most powerful tools, and this is backed by tons of research, is gratitude.
Gratitude.
I know it sounds simple,
Yeah.
but it can be like so effective.
Okay, I'm intrigued. Like, how does gratitude actually
Yeah.
change our brains?
So when we practice gratitude,
Yeah.
we're essentially training our brains to focus on the good stuff.
Oh.
It's like we're shining a light on the positive
Okay.
and kind of letting the negative fade away.
I like that.
And when we do that, when we focus on the positive,
Mm-hmm.
it releases all these feel-good chemicals in our brains.
What kind of chemicals are we talking?
So like dopamine and serotonin.
Oh, I've heard of those.
Yeah.
They're like the happy chemicals.
They are.
So it's not just about feeling good in the moment. It's actually like...
It's like building a muscle,
Yeah.
a mental muscle for happiness. Yeah,
So it changes the structure of our brains over time.
it does.
Wow, that's really cool.
Yeah. And there was this study
Uh-huh.
at UC Davis, and they found that just practicing gratitude for 3 weeks led to, like, significant increases in happiness and well-being.
3 weeks.
And it lasted for months afterwards.
That's amazing.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
Like, why don't we all do this?
I know, right? It's like...
It's so easy.
It sounds so easy.
It is. And the good news is
it's
so easy to make it a habit.
Okay.
Even something as simple as writing down, like, 3 things you're grateful for.
3 things each day.
I can remember 3 things.
Yeah, exactly. It's so simple.
I like
small, consistent steps.
You're essentially retraining your brain.
We are.
To scan for the good.
Exactly.
Wow, I'm going to try that.
Yeah, you should. It's really powerful.
Okay, so gratitude, that's one powerful tool.
What else?
So another really good one is affirmations.
Affirmations. I always thought those were kind of cheesy.
I know, they get a bad rap.
Yeah, like something you see on a motivational poster.
Right, exactly. But they're more powerful.
They are.
Than people realize.
Way more powerful.
Okay, remind me, what are affirmations again?
So they're these positive statements that you repeat to yourself.
Okay.
Either out loud or in your head.
Got it.
And the key is to pick ones that, like, really resonate with you.
That feel real.
Yeah.
Okay, so like
instead of saying, I'm so bad at this, you would say something like,
I'm learning.
Yeah, I'm learning and growing with every step.
I'm getting better.
Exactly.
I like that.
And when you repeat those positive statements, you're essentially reprogramming your subconscious mind.
Okay.
It's like
hacking your brain.
Yes. That's a great way to put it.
For happiness.
Exactly.
I love that. And the crazy thing is, our source material talks about how affirmations activate the same reward pathways in the brain.
Okay.
As, like, actual accomplishments. So it's like...
just tricking your brain.
Kind of, yeah.
Into thinking.
Into thinking you've already done it.
I like that.
And it triggers all those feel-good chemicals.
So we're talking about, like, dopamine again.
Dopamine.
Serotonin.
Serotonin, yeah.
And it's reinforcing
reinforcing
those positive beliefs.
Yes.
So even if you don't, like, fully believe it yet, just saying it.
Saying it can help you get there.
Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing.
That's amazing.
It's like planting seeds of positivity.
Okay.
And watching them grow.
So we've got gratitude. We've got affirmations.
Yeah.
Any other tools we can add to our toolbox?
We do. So another one that's really popular is mindfulness.
Mindfulness.
That
one sounds a little easier.
I know, right?
Or like meditative.
He gets that, yeah.
Is that something anyone can do?
Anyone can do it.
Okay.
And you don't need to, like, sit on a mountaintop or anything.
Okay, go.
No chanting.
No chanting.
It's just about bringing your attention to the present moment.
Okay.
Without judgment.
So, like, noticing
your thoughts.
Your thoughts. And just letting them.
So letting them be. Yeah.
Okay, so it's not about, like, forcing yourself to think positive thoughts all the time?
Not at all.
Exactly.
It's more about just observing them.
Okay.
As they come and go.
Oh, I like that. Like clouds passing through the sky.
Exactly, yeah.
That's a really good analogy.
You acknowledge them, but you don't let them, like, control you.
Okay. So it's about, like, taking back control of your mind.
Your mind instead of letting your mind control you.
I like that.
Yeah.
Can you give me, like, a real world example?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So let's say you're stuck in traffic.
Okay. Classic.
Right. And you're, like, feeling that frustration.
Yeah.
Right. Building up.
Road rage.
Yeah. Instead of letting that take over, you just notice it.
Okay.
Right. You're like, okay, I'm feeling frustrated.
It's interesting.
You observe it without judgment.
And then you can choose.
And then you can choose how you want to respond.
Okay. So instead of, like, spiraling about, like, how unfair it is.
Exactly.
You're just acknowledging the feeling and letting it go.
Exactly. You're not suppressing it.
Okay.
You're just choosing not to be consumed by it.
I love that.
Yeah.
It just sounds so much less intimidating when you think about thoughts.
Yeah.
Like clouds passing through.
Exactly.
Okay.
It's a practice, though.
Okay.
Like any skill.
Right.
It takes time.
So we've got gratitude.
Uh-huh.
Affirmations.
Yep.
Mindfulness. This is like an arsenal.
I know, right?
Of weapons against negativity.
We're building up our defenses.
What else?
Well, the source material mentions another good one, reframing.
The reframing, okay.
And that's like shifting your perspective.
Reframing, does that mean like putting on rose-colored glasses?
Not necessarily. It's more about like finding the opportunity within the obstacle.
So it's not like ignoring the problem.
Well, you acknowledge the difficulty, yeah.
But you're looking for...
But you're also looking for the potential for growth.
Like, what can I learn from this?
Yes, exactly.
Instead of like,
why is this
happening to me?
Exactly.
I like
that. Yeah, it's a really key part of resilience.
It's about, like, taking control.
Yes.
Shifting our focus.
From victimhood to empowerment.
Yeah.
It allows you to see setbacks as, like, temporary detours.
I like that.
Not dead ends.
So how can we, like, use this?
Okay, so let's say you get laid off from your job.
Okay.
Tough situation.
Yeah.
But instead of dwelling on that fear, you can reframe it.
Okay.
And be like, this is my chance to pursue something I'm really passionate about.
Like, turn it into a positive.
Yeah.
I love that.
It's about seeing the potential.
So it's not just about thinking positive.
It's about the mindset.
It's about building that mindset.
Exactly. So that you can deal with life's, ups and downs.
I love that.
Yeah.
This is great.
It's powerful stuff.
I'm feeling inspired already.
Me too.
And I think our listeners are too.
For sure.
We've only just scratched the surface.
We've got more to come.
We have a lot more to unpack.
Oh, yeah.
So much more.
Can't wait.
Welcome back, everyone.
Good to be back.
So we've been talking about, like, all these really powerful tools for rewiring our brains.
Yeah.
But are there, like, I don't know, any misconceptions about positivity?
Oh, that's a good question.
That we need to...
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I think one of the biggest ones is this idea...
Okay.
That positivity means you just ignore problems.
Oh, yeah.
Like everything's perfect.
Right, like you just put on your rose-colored glasses.
Exactly, and you pretend everything's fine.
But if you're only focusing on the positive, are you really dealing with reality?
That's the thing. True positivity is not about denial. It's about acknowledging the challenges.
Okay.
But also choosing to focus on, like...
Solutions.
Yeah, solutions and possibilities.
So it's not about, like, sticking your head in the sand and pretending everything's great.
Right. It's about,
It's about facing it.
Yeah, facing it head on.
But
with that solution-oriented mindset.
Yeah.
Yeah, and realizing that, like, challenges are part of life.
Oh, for sure.
It's how we respond to them.
Right. Yeah.
That matters.
What other myths are there?
Let's see. Here's a big one.
Okay.
Some people are just negative.
Oh, yeah.
Like
they were born that way.
Born that way, yeah.
Well,
can't change it.
It's their personality.
It's my personality. I'm just a pessimist.
Right.
But, the research shows our brains are way more adaptable than we think.
We talked about that.
We did. Neuroplasticity.
It's a great word.
It is.
So even if you have, like, a tendency toward negativity.
Yeah, even if you're prone to it.
You can train your brain.
You can totally train your brain to be more positive.
It's hopeful. It is hopeful.
So it's not about who you are.
It's not, no.
It's about the choices you make.
Exactly, the actions you take.
Okay.
Like anything else, you got to put in the effort.
Right, it's like building a muscle.
Exactly, a mental muscle.
This is great.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing.
I'm already feeling, like, so much more empowered. Empowered, yeah.
Just knowing that, like,
yeah,
I can change this.
You absolutely can.
But it can feel overwhelming.
I know, right? Like, where do I even start?
Yeah, where do I even start?
Yeah.
What do you recommend?
Well, I think the first thing is just to start small.
Okay.
Don't try to do everything at once. Just pick one technique.
Okay.
Like we talked about, gratitude, affirmations.
Yeah.
Mindfulness, reframing, whatever resonates with you.
Pick one.
Yeah. And really commit to it.
Commit.
Yeah, like even for just a week or two.
So instead of like doing all the things.
Yeah, spreading yourself too thin.
Just focus on
one, master it.
Mastering that one.
And then, you can add more later.
Okay.
It's like learning a language.
Right.
You're not going to be fluent.
Overnight?
Overnight, no. Time, effort, practice.
Consistency.
Yeah, consistency.
So, okay, we've picked our tool.
Okay.
We're ready to commit.
All right.
But how do we actually make it happen?
Yeah, how do we?
In real life.
Yeah, like we've all got jobs and families and
I know
commitments.
Busy lives.
Like, how do we find the time?
Yeah, that's a good point. And, it doesn't have to be this big, huge thing. You don't have to, like, spend hours meditating.
Right.
Or, writing in a gratitude journal.
So just
small, consistent actions.
Small steps, big changes.
That's it.
I like that.
Yeah. So, for example.
Okay, yeah, give us an example.
If you're doing gratitude,
Uh-huh.
try incorporating it into your morning routine.
Okay.
Like when you're brushing your teeth.
Okay.
Or making coffee.
Okay, I can do that.
Just think of 3 things you're grateful for.
Simple.
Right. Big or small.
Doesn't matter.
A sunny day.
Okay.
A good night's sleep.
Okay.
Whatever.
What about affirmations? Oh, affirmations. Those are really good when you're feeling like stressed, anxious,
right,
or like doubting yourself.
Yeah.
So what you can do is write down a few positive affirmations.
And like,
yeah, put them on sticky notes.
Oh, yeah.
Put them on your mirror, your fridge.
All right, I like that.
Yeah.
Like little reminders.
Reminders, and when you see them, just take a moment to repeat them.
Okay.
Really feel them.
That's like a...
Yeah, it's like a little pep talk.
A little pep talk for yourself.
Exactly.
What about mindfulness?
Mindfulness, yeah. That one you can do anywhere, anytime.
Okay.
You don't even have to, like, close your eyes.
Okay, so I don't have to, like...
Yeah, no lotus position.
Hate sitting on a mountaintop.
You can just be in line at the grocery store.
Okay.
And just take a few moments to, like, tune into your senses.
What does that mean?
So, like, notice the sounds around you.
Okay.
Feel the air on your skin.
Okay.
The taste of your food.
Oh, okay.
And when your mind wanders.
Yeah, which it will.
It will, which is normal. Just gently guide it back.
Back to the present moment.
Just be present.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
It's a good one.
And, it's like, you don't have to be perfect.
No, absolutely not. There will be days where you, like, forget.
Right.
You slip up, you get negative.
Yeah, we're human.
You're human. But the important thing is to just notice it.
Okay.
And not beat yourself up about it.
Right. No judgment.
No judgment.
Okay.
And then just gently steer yourself back on course.
Okay, it's like we're learning a new dance.
Ooh, I like that.
And we're going to step on our toes.
You're going to step on your toes sometimes.
But it's about
the progress.
Progress, not
perfection.
Perfection.
Correctly.
It's like I'm realizing through this whole conversation, it's a journey.
It is. It's not a destination.
Yeah. Rewiring for positivity, it's ongoing.
It's like a lifelong thing.
It is. It's lifelong. It's about,
Yeah.
learning, growing.
It's about cultivating that mindset.
Yes, exactly.
That lets you deal with life on your own terms.
On your own terms.
I like that.
It's about resilience.
So we've talked about...
We have.
A lot.
A lot of good stuff.
Really great stuff.
Yeah, we've gone deep.
I feel like there's still more to uncover, though.
Oh, there's definitely more.
So much more.
We're just getting started.
Welcome back to the show, everyone. So
it's been a good one.
We've covered a lot of ground.
We have.
Don't we?
Yeah, all this stuff about rewiring our brains for positivity. I'm feeling pretty inspired, actually.
Me too.
Yeah.
Like, it's amazing to think we can actually change the structure of our brains.
I know.
Through these.
Like, literally rewire them.
Yeah.
So,
pretty powerful stuff.
It is powerful.
But it's one thing to talk about it.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
It's another to actually do it.
Absolutely. Like, where do we even begin?
Yeah. Like, it can be...
overwhelming.
It can be a lot, for sure.
Right. You're like, okay, I get it.
Yeah.
But how do I actually implement these techniques?
Right. Like, in real life.
Yeah. What advice would you give to someone who's, like, ready to start, but feeling a little lost?
Well, I always say start with one thing.
Oh,
just pick one technique.
Don't try to do it all.
No. Don't overwhelm yourself.
Okay.
Just focus on that one thing.
Yeah.
For like a week or two.
So like master one tool.
Yeah. Master it. Get really good at it.
And then add.
And then you can add more.
Okay. I like that.
It's like, learning anything new.
Right.
Like playing an instrument.
Yeah.
You wouldn't try to learn
everything at once.
Every song at once. Right?
Okay.
You got to start with the basics.
Okay. So we've picked our tool.
Good.
We're committed. Okay, good.
But then how do we make it work with our crazy lives?
Our busy lives.
Yeah. We've all got jobs and families, kids, commitments.
It's a lot.
How do we
make
time?
Well, the good news is it doesn't have to be this big time commitment.
Okay.
You don't have to spend hours meditating every day.
Okay.
Or writing pages and pages. Small actions can make a big difference.
I like that. Small steps.
Small steps, yeah.
Big changes.
Exactly. So with gratitude.
Okay. Yeah.
Try just incorporating it into your morning routine.
Okay.
When you're brushing your teeth.
Oh, yeah.
Or making coffee.
Just while you're doing everyday things.
Think of 3 things you're grateful for.
3 things.
Could be anything, big or small.
I can do that.
Yeah.
What about affirmations?
Affirmations, those are good to have on hand, like when you're feeling stressed,
Oh, yeah.
anxious.
Or you're doubting yourself.
Yeah, that little voice creeps in.
Yeah.
So write down some affirmations.
Okay.
Put on sticky notes.
I love sticky notes.
Yeah.
Little reminders.
Reminders. Your bathroom mirror,
Okay.
your fridge, your desk.
Okay, yeah, I like that.
And when you see them,
Yeah.
take a moment to repeat them.
Okay. It's like a little
Pep talk.
pep talk in your pocket.
Exactly, a little boost.
What about mindfulness?
Mindfulness. That one, you can really do it anywhere, anytime.
Okay.
Like, you don't need to close your eyes. You don't need to
Yeah.
sit in any special way.
Yeah, okay.
Just be present.
Okay, so just like,
Yeah, like you're standing in line
Okay.
at the grocery store.
yeah.
Just tune in to your senses.
Okay.
Notice the sounds around you.
Okay.
Feel the air on your skin.
Oh, okay.
The taste of your food when you're eating.
Okay, so it's just about like
Yeah.
noticing.
Noticing what's happening
Yeah.
around you.
It's like hitting the pause button.
Yeah. Hitting the pause button just for a moment.
I like that. Okay, so we're doing all this right.
Yeah.
We're practicing. But, life happens.
Oh, it does.
And there are days
For sure.
where we're just not feeling it.
You're going to have bad days.
We're going to slip up.
It's normal.
Yeah.
It's part of being human.
What do we do then?
Well, first of all, don't beat yourself up about it.
Okay.
It's okay.
No judgment.
No judgment. Just notice it.
Okay.
Be kind to yourself.
Yeah.
And then just try to, gently guide yourself back.
Okay, so it's like we're learning a new dance.
Ooh, I like that.
We're going to step on our toes sometimes.
You're going to mess up,
Like,
but you just keep practicing.
keep practicing.
Yeah.
I love that.
It's about the progress, not the perfection.
So this whole idea of rewiring for positivity,
Yeah.
it's a journey.
It is. It's a journey. It's not like you arrive
Right.
and then you're done.
It's ongoing.
Yeah. It's a lifelong thing.
I love that. And it's about
Yeah.
building that mindset
Yeah, that mindful.
where you can deal with life's challenges
Exactly.
with grace.
Grace, resilience.
This has been such an amazing
Yeah.
conversation.
Okay.
We've learned so much about
I know.
the negativity bias, how to overcome it, all these amazing tools.
And, the power to change your mind, it's within you.
It really is. And it's a journey worth taking.
Oh, absolutely.
Thank you so much for
And to you.
joining us on this deep dive. I hope you feel inspired to start
You too.
rewiring your own brain for positivity.
Yeah, get out there and start practicing.
And remember, keep those positive vibes flowing. You got this.